Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I'm 30. I am in about 102 to be exact, K in debt. And I decided to not renew my lease last summer. I converted my car. So I'm living in my car full time. It was by choice, but now I feel like it's something I'm depending on to try to pay off debt. And I feel like I keep making the same dead-end choices. I come from a family who all are in debt. No one's financial literate. And I really want to make that change for myself and not keep carrying that burden. But this is my first time really realizing that I need help, and I'm confused. Don't know where to start, how to organize all of this so that I cannot run into this again.
Do you have a support system at all, or are you all by yourself, hon?
I'm by myself. I live in Phoenix, just me and my dog. I moved out here a couple years ago. All of my family is back on the East Coast, and I'm just figuring it out.
What is in Arizona?
I originally came here for a job. I got laid off from that job, and thankfully I did get another job 3 months later as of March 23. So I've been with them for about a year.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Honey, you live on the street.
Yeah.
What's in Arizona? This is not a life for, like, if you're my sister, if you're my friend, I don't want this for you. What's in Arizona?
Nothing anymore since I'm not with that job.
Okay.
The current job I have now is remote. And I decided to do a little bit of travel and road trips and take advantage of that to kind of figure out the next step, really.
Okay. What is and tell me, I'm not, this isn't a judgment question. This is just me asking. What is so unsafe about going back to the West Coast or the East Coast and staying with a relative or a friend for 6 months to get your feet back under you?
A lot of trauma, PTSD.
Okay. If it's abusive, don't go back. I'm wondering, that's what I'm digging at. So if it's a mess, don't go back there. Okay? Not safe?
Yeah. Yes and no. I'm the type of person to figure it out on my own. I can move back into an apartment at least. But I figured that money could go towards debt instead.
You're in, I can't tell you how unsafe your position is right now.
Yeah.
You're living on the street. You got to get yourself a place to stay.
This is not a 2-month plan. You're going to be living in your car for 4 or 5 years at this rate.
Even if you apply for an emergency housing voucher there in Phoenix, Arizona, you got to find a place where you can have 4 walls over your head. If you have to go to a shelter, go to a shelter. I want you to be safe. And the thought of my daughter spending the night month after month in a car on the side of the road in Phoenix, Arizona, when it's about to be 118 degrees every day, it's untenable. I can't even, my heart stops thinking about that.
What kind of car is this?
Such a great question,
It's like a mattress in the trunk situation. You said you converted it.
Yeah, no, I converted the whole thing. It's a Kia Soul, and I was around the country. I was exploring. I actually did get a house sitting gig for the summer while I'm here so that I'm not in the heat. And then I was going to head back to the coast of California to continue to travel.
Right now is not our time to eat, pray, love, and travel. That's a distraction from facing your real life.
Yeah.
And we need to clean up this debt before we go on another road trip.
That means you're going to have to get some stability and get yourself a full-time job and 2 part-time jobs and pay this stuff off.
And maybe you get, a few good gals and you have a few roommates. You don't have to keep doing this on your own. So how much money do you make?
$44 a year with my full-time job. And I've done some Ubering on the side, so that probably brings in about 15 to 20.
Okay.
Well, Phoenix just moved all their Ubers to autonomous, didn't they? Or
I'm not sure.
A big chunk of them?
I do the Uber Eats. I don't do the pickup people. Yeah.
Okay. So you're making about $60K, and you have $100K in debt. What kind of debt is all this?
The 38 is for a student loan. Another 47 is another student loan. 17 is car, and the rest is credit card.
Okay. What was your degree in?
Communications, broadcast journalism,
And what are you doing for work right now?
HR.
Okay. Would you want to be doing something closer to your field?
Yes.
I think it's possible. I think you took whatever job was there, which is totally fine, but I want you to move into something that you're really passionate about, because that's going to end up increasing your income over time and going to help you pay off this debt. Because right now, how much money can you throw at the debt every month between the payments and the extra?
Maybe 1,000 or 2,000 a month.
Have you done the math on
That's
that?
10 years, not including interest.
1,000 a month is 100 months for you to become debt free.
Yeah, I should be definitely
That's a bad
throwing way
plan.
more.
We need to be
Yeah.
throwing more like $2,000 or $3,000 a month.
Okay.
That's 33 grand a year. You're done in 3 years max. So that's where we need to figure out how to get that margin. If that means you move back with some family or friends, or you get 3 roommates, you do that. But we can't keep living in this car. Is the car loan on this Kia?
Yes.
I'm guessing you're underwater on this car. I doubt you're going to be able to sell it after you converted it like that.
Very much underwater.
Well, you're going to debt snowball all of this and pay off the smallest balance to largest. That means splitting up all the student loans, splitting up the credit cards, and paying off the smallest one first.
And if
Okay.
you're gonna keep living a nomadic life, pick a place that's cheaper so you can get an apartment. Phoenix is incredibly expensive for somebody making $40,000 just trying to trying to find 2 pennies to rub together. Move to Kansas, move to Nebraska, move to somewhere that's cheaper to live.
Yeah.
And listen
Good
to me,
idea.
you cannot outrun this debt. You can't pretend it never happened, and you can't just wanderlust it away. At some point, it's going to come for you. And my fear is you're not going to listen to a thing George and I say, and you're going to look up in 5 years, and that $100,000 is going to be $175,000 with penalties and late fees. And they'll garnish your wages. They will come get their money. You're going to have to just stop and grow up and have a hard couple of years. And then you're going to be free.
Yeah.
And then if you want to drive around the country, drive around the country. I'm all for it, man. I'm a dreamer too, but man, you got to cut these chains.
I was going to send you a book, but you don't have an address right now. So instead, hang on the line. I'm going to get your email, and we'll send you the digital versions of Breaking Free from Broke, the ebook and the audiobook. I hope it helps you get out of this cycle. But you're going to break it. You're going to break the generational chains. Debt is not in the DNA. We checked.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.